Yellow, red, and green. Slow down, stop, and go. Well, looks like everything works up here.
Great!
Are you still mad town council approved putting up the stoplight?
Stupid town council.
Barb, aren't you on the town council?
Yeah, so what? I got outvoted.
Well, what do you have against this stoplight? It's just here to make sure that everyone stays safe on the busiest intersection in town.
Since when was the corner of Main and 3rd considered busy?
Ever since they put the highway up a few miles north, we've had a lot more traffic coming through town.
That's just it. They drive right through our town. They don't stop in my store and buy groceries. They don't stop at Polly's for dinner. Just let them pass us by.
What, like time's passing us by?
What's that supposed to mean?
Look, maybe this stoplight's a good thing. Maybe it means this sleepy old little town is finally moving up in the world.
You know, Tom, I never figured you for one of those big city types.
Neither did I.
I thought you were, well, one of us.
Who's us?
You know, the us that play games with our neighbors. Oh, that drink the icy glasses of lemonade on a hot day from the little kids' stands. The us aren't too afraid to call out those kids when they get too rowdy. The us that thinks town is perfect just the way it is and does not see a need for change.
Oh, Barb, you know, I am one of that us. But I also really happen to like this new stoplight.
I don't see what's so great about it.
I think it's the colors. The yellow tells us to slow down for a minute and to take in our surroundings. But then the yellow switches to red, which tells us that we need to stop for a minute and we need to just think and make sure that we're safe. But then it turns green, and that's a signal for us to move on, to go see new things, to find new things in life. And look, Barb, I don't know about you, but sometimes I need a reminder to just slow down and take life in, but also that there's this great big world out there and it's completely okay to go explore it.
Well, I don't need to go exploring because everything I need is right here.
That's great, Barb.
You know, people are gonna hate it. They're just gonna want it taken down.
Only time will tell, Barb. Only time will tell. Oh, shoot, speaking of time, I gotta be across the way. Polly's oven's on the fritz, and if I don't have that fixed by the breakfast rush, she'll have my head.
The whole town will have your head if they don't get their breakfast.
Ain't that the truth? See you later, Barb.
See you, Tom. Stupid stoplight. You're telling me to stop, huh? You didn't like that? Well... Oh no! I didn't mean it! I swear it!
Who are you talking to, Barb?
You ain't talking to that new stoplight, are you, Barb?
It was flashing red at me just a minute ago. I swear it!
Looks fine to me.
Looks fine to me, too.
But it was...
You saw it flashing red at her too, didn't you, Maud?
Sure did, Clarence. Sure did.
You better hope Mr. Schmidt doesn't find out. What about you, Bill? You and Lucy were looking pretty cozy. Yeah, well, does she know that? You know me. All the ladies at Central High wants them some of Jim. Yep, even her. She might have tried to play cool at the dance. You could tell Sally was desperately in love with me.
Is that so?
Sally, I didn't see you there.
I gathered that.
How long have you been standing there?
Long enough.
Guys, I'll talk to you later. Sally, wait up.
How could I resist? After all, I'm desperately in love with you. Isn't that right, Jim Matthews?
Come on, Sally. I was just joking around with the guys. You know how it is.
No, I don't, but I'd love to hear more. Please, enlighten me.
Well,
That's what I thought.
Sally, wait up. Won't you at least let me apologize?
It's not necessary.
Yes, it is. I don't want you to think that's the type of guy I am.
You don't want to know the type of guy I think you are.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're the kind of guy that makes jokes about the bows I wear in my hair.
Are you serious right now?
You're the kind of guy that calls me a brainiac when I raise my hand to answer a question.
That happened one time. Maybe twice. Just a little bit more.
You're the kind of guy that makes fun of me because my dioramas are too good.
You make the rest of us look bad. Did you really have to make a realistic oil rig with working pumps and moving trucks?
I can't help it if I'm detail-oriented.
Detail obsessed is more like it. Why couldn't you just make a baking soda volcano like the rest of us?
Hey, if you're content with a measly A-, be my guest. So if you want to know the type of guy I think you are, now you know.
Yeah, well, you aren't exactly green bean queen material yourself.
What is that supposed to mean?
You're the type of girl who laughs at a guy when he spills milk on himself at lunch.
You have always been a messy eater.
You're the type of girl who laughs at a guy when his science experiment blows up in his face.
That's right. You're missing an eyebrow for the entire third quarter.
You're the type of girl who laughs at a guy when he doesn't get the main role in the school play.
It's not that you didn't get the lead. It's the part that you did get.
I wasn't feeling good the day of audition.
So you said.
It's true, I couldn't stop coughing and blowing my nose.
Sure.
That's the only reason the director didn't give me any lines.
You were a gate.
I'll have you know the gate was a pivotal role in our production of Our Town.
Pivotal is right.
That was a long time ago.
It was last year.
Yeah, well, you've been picking on me since freshman year.
So what? We've already established you pick on me too.
Yeah, back in third grade. You're the one that's still holding grudges and picking on people.
I can't believe you just said that.
I picked on you when we were 8 years old. We were children.
You act like a child now.
You just can't help yourself, can you? Here we are, all these years later, and you're still making jokes and calling me names.
You started it.
Sally, I actually really like your bows. And I really like how smart you are.
I kind of liked when you only had one eyebrow. It made you look a little mysterious.
I actually really enjoyed your diorama. I had hoped you'd ask me to come with you after school and get a closer look at it.
I thought you made a wonderful gate.
So, should we call a truce?
How do we do that?
How about a dance?
Sure. So, does this mean we can't tease each other anymore?
I didn't say that.
Good. Because seriously, Jim, you are a terrible dancer.
And I suppose a brainiac like you could teach me a thing or two about dancing.
You know it. I think you and I are gonna have to get together for some dance lessons.
You know what I think?
What?
I think you're desperately in love with me.
Of course you do.
you take today? Yay, Maud!
Got that right, Clarence. Ain't the usual hustle and bustle of Main Street.
I heard church bells ringing a while ago.
Oh, must have been that Matthew's wedding.
Matthew's wedding.
You know, Jim and Sally, cute kids, started dating a couple of years ago back in high school.
I didn't get an invitation in the mail.
That's because it was an Evite.
What's an Evite?
You know, an electronic invitation from your email.
So my email invited me to the Matthews wedding.
No. Sally and Jim sent the invitation through email.
Now, why did they go and do a thing like that? I don't check my email. I don't even know if I have an email. Do you have an email, Claude?
Of course I have email. Everyone has email.
Oh.
All right, here it comes.
We didn't see you all at the wedding.
Our invitations must have got lost in the mail.
But we emailed the invitations.
Exactly.
Oh, well, we'll make sure we send you some photos when we get back from the honeymoon.
See you guys next week.
Bye. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
If they listen to you, that ought to be one boring honeymoon.
What are you talking about? I'm romantic.
With who?
I'll have you know I've got lots of gentlemen friends.
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
Well, I'm gonna need to see some proof.
I'll get you proof.
Hey there, Casey.
Hi, Clarence.
You gonna cross the street anytime, Casey?
I'm thinking about it.
Well, what's the holdup?
I'm just waiting for the right time.
When is the right time?
When I'm ready.
Oh, morning, Casey.
Hi, Tom.
Well, where are you headed today?
I'd like to go to the drugstore. I heard that I've got some new lemon candies this time that are really good.
You heard right. Those lemon candies, they are delicious.
I heard you got them imported all the way from England. They call them sherbet lemon.
I thought sherbet was a kind of ice cream.
Not in England, I guess.
Ooh, did you know that in England they call a car's trunk a boot?
Is that so?
And get this, they call a baby's pacifier a dummy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought they would have called it a mod.
Hey,
Oh, lights green now, Casey. Safe to cross. Aren't you gonna cross, Casey?
Not yet.
There's nothing to be afraid of. There's no trucks coming. There's not even any cars coming.
Oh, there's never any cars coming. I don't know why this town got that stoplight in the first place.
I'm not afraid.
Wait, if you're not afraid, then what are you waiting for?
My moment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah, it does. Sooner or later, Casey's moment will arrive, and, well, when it does, she'll cross the street.
That's right.
We don't always know when our moment's gonna get here, but we just have to be ready for when it does.
I think I'll try again tomorrow.
Same time, same place?
Sounds like a plan.
Well, that's my cue to leave. See you later, fellas.
goodbye, Tom.
So on about those gentlemen friends of yours.
What about them, Clarence?
When am I gonna see some proof?
I'll tell you what, Clarence. I'll email you. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Barb the grocer's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Barb the grocer's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Barb the grocer's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Barb the grocer's got to go.
What exactly are they protesting?
They're protesting the stoplight coming down.
But it's not coming down, it's literally hanging up right there.
Barb has her way.
What do you mean by that?
She's running for head councilwoman, and one of her promises is she's going to take down that stoplight.
Wait, again? Really? She's been running for years on the exact same promise and has had no success.
Yeah, but we won't let that happen, will we?
No!
What do we want?
We want our stoplight!
And when do we want it?
We want it now! Hey, hey, ho, ho, Barb the grocer's got to go!
Who said you could congregate outside of my store like this?
They have the right to be here, Barb.
This street belongs to us all, just like this town and the stoplight.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, you and your stoplight can get out of here.
We're not going anywhere, Barb.
Hey, hey, ho, ho, Barb the grocer's got to go!
It's that stoplight that has to go.
Whoa, Barb, how do you figure that?
It's out to get me, I tell you.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
It is. Anytime I take a step to cross the street, it changes colors.
That's just bad timing.
Fine, but what about the other day when the light was stuck on yellow for 20 whole minutes? At the exact same time, a parade of bikers decided to peruse through town, going at about 5 miles an hour, waiting for the light to change. I was fanning fumes and exhaust out of my store for hours.
Barb, I told you there was a short circuit in that stoplight and I fixed it as soon as I was told.
Fine, but what about last week when I was making my usual delivery to Polly's?
Oh, I forgot about that.
I had a cart filled with produce for Polly, and any single time I took a step across the street, it changed from red to green to yellow to back to red again. There I was running from the street to the curb with my produce flying off in every which direction. I looked like a deranged squirrel.
Alright, that one is just hilarious.
I looked like a darn fool.
You said it, not me, ma'am.
You know what, guys? At this point, we don't even need a protest anymore.
What?
Because there's no way you're going to win that election.
How'd you figure that?
Half the town saw you making that delivery last week. This town could really use a head councilwoman with a clear sense of direction, not some deranged squirrel who can't tell if she's coming or going. This is a waste of time. Come on, guys.
You know, Barb, you might want to find something else to run on for election night than just taking down a stoplight.
But this is my platform.
No, Barb, that's your soapbox.
So you're saying I'm standing on a soapbox because I'm passionate about getting rid of the darn stoplight?
No, I'm saying you're standing on a soapbox because you are literally standing on a soapbox. Not in a fresh thing.
Fine, I will get off that box, but I am not changing my platform.
That's your right, Barb.
And when I get elected head councilwoman, the first thing to go will be that stoplight.
Well, only time will tell, Barb. Only time will tell. Oh, shoot, speaking of time, I gotta be halfway across town. Clara got a new computer, and she needs my help setting up her email.
Clara got a new computer.
It gets worse. Maud somehow convinced her that if she opens her spam folder, processed meats will fly out of the monitor.
Processed meat?
Yeah.
She'll be keeping you busy with that one, for sure.
Ain't that the truth? Well, see you later, Barb.
See you, Tom. Stupid stoplight! Not again!
When's that bus gonna get here? Come on, hurry up. Excuse me, did you just get off the 7:30 bus out of town?
No, I'm sorry, I didn't.
But you have a suitcase.
I do.
So you should have came from out of town.
I did. I took a taxi.
Oh, right. I can't afford a taxi. Guess I'll have to sit here and wait for the bus.
I'm sure that bus will get here any minute now.
Shows how much you know. This town's so small, it was not even included on the normal bus route. The bus only comes once, twice a week.
But you have a stoplight.
A broken stoplight, it's stuck on red.
Still, if you have a stoplight, you must get a decent amount of traffic from the interstate.
You definitely aren't from around here.
Actually, I am.
That can't be true. If you were from around here, I would know you. This town's so small, everyone knows everyone.
It's been a long time since I've been home.
So you left. You actually got out of this place.
I did.
Tell me how you did it.
One day I just packed my bag and left. Simple as that.
And you never looked back?
Not at first. I love living in a city, meeting new people, trying new foods, going home to my very own apartment at night.
That sounds amazing. Nobody in this town even knows about culture. Right now, at the cinema, they're playing a double feature of Groundhog Day and What About Bob?
Great flicks. Bill Murray is the best.
Slapstick comedy and gross out humor? No thanks. Whatever happened to the classics, like Breakfast at Tiffany's or Mean Girls?
Mean Girls, a classic?
You know what I mean.
I sure do. I mean, there's plenty of culture in the city, but there's also a lot of noise and dirt and loneliness.
How can that be true? There's way more people in the city than here.
True, but in the city, everyone's always coming or going. No one takes time to even slow down or stand still and get to know one another. That's why I came back here. I think I just need to stand still for a little while.
But I don't want to stand still. Not here anyway. I'm so sick of this entire town. The shops, that stoplight, the people.
The people, I always thought one of the best things about living in a small town is how nice everyone was.
That's it exactly. Everyone is so nice. Too nice, if you ask me.
Is there really such a thing as too nice?
Yes, sometimes it feels like everyone else in this town is an alien and I'm the only one who can see them for who they really are.
Like the body snatchers.
The what?
The body snatchers, you know, from that old black and white sci-fi movie?
Black and white movies? Gosh, you are old.
Here I thought you were so cultured. Invasion of the Body Snatchers is a movie about aliens that use pods to transform into human forms and assimilate into everyday life, going unnoticed by those around them.
Yes, that's it exactly. Everyone else in this town is a pod person waiting to take over. That girl is definitely a pod person.
I remember feeling the way you do about this town.
So you get it. You get why I have to leave.
The thing about pod people is they're devoid of human emotions, such as love. It's the one thing they couldn't replicate. And the one thing I remember about the people of this town is they have plenty of love to spare.
Oh no, you're starting to sound like one of the pod people.
Maybe I am.
At least if this town were overrun by aliens, something would happen. Nothing ever happens here. There's Barb's Grocery, where all she sells is chicken and potatoes. Is it a rule that everything has to be made into a casserole? I want some ethnic foods from foreign lands. Exotic produce, maybe some medium spicy salsa for a change.
Whoa, slow down there, stranger. Let's not get too wild.
And then there's the pharmacy, where the most exciting thing to happen was when Loretta started stocking up on lemon candies from England.
Well, you did say you wanted foods from foreign lands.
And then there's the cinema, where it refuses to play a movie from this century.
I have to agree with you there. There are plenty of movies without Bill Murray's comedic talents that you all are missing out on.
And then there's Polly's.
I have to stop you right there. Polly's is fine just the way it is.
How would you know? You haven't been here in a while.
Holly's is an institution. The club sandwiches, the french fries, the chocolate malts. I've been dreaming of those malts for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, those malts are pretty good.
And there's something nice about knowing exactly where your favorite lemon candies are in stock at.
Yeah, I guess. Loretta always makes sure she has some, since the whole town is crazy for them.
And sometimes boring ingredients like chicken and potatoes can be the thing to spark inspiration.
I guess I've been reading on some recipes I could try.
And if you haven't seen Groundhog Day, I'm just not sure if there's anything else I can say to you.
All right, I'll go see Groundhog Day.
And what about Bob?
One step at a time, bud.
So you're saying then?
I just don't know.
Bet there'd be a lot of people who would miss you if you left.
Pod people.
Maybe not. All I'm saying is there are reasons to stay and there are reasons to go. Life is not as simple as that stoplight. You're not always going to have a light telling you when to stop and when to go.
But I don't have that now. If I let that stupid stoplight decide, I'll be stuck here forever.
All we can do is think about what our reasons are and try to make our decisions for the right ones. I know it seems like there's so much life out there that you want to live, and you can still do that, but is it worth giving up everything you have right here, right now? That's the decision you have to make. A little late for a stroll, isn't it?
Tell me about it. It's the only thing that seems to soothe her. I'm just taking her for a walk around town while my wife gets some sleep. She just fell asleep a couple streets back.
You look exhausted.
I am. I'm so tired, I barely remember my own name. I think it's Jim.
Nice to meet you, Jim.
You too.
You do know that you stopped moving though, right?
Yes, but I'm afraid if I stop moving the carriage, she'll wake up.
You have to stop moving sometime.
That remains to be seen. Is this light ever going to turn green?
I think it's broken. It's been stuck on red all night.
Seems about right. We got this light a couple of years back, but we've never seemed to have enough traffic for it. I guess some things never change.
I guess not.
Have a nice night.
You too. So you decided?
I think I'm gonna stay. For now.
What changed your mind?
If I'm gonna be leaving this town, I want it to be because I'm running towards something, not away.
I wish you had given me that advice before I left town.
Do you think you would have stayed?
Who knows? I guess all that matters now is I'm here and this is where I want to be.
Well, I better get home before my mom and dad start to worry. Good luck assimilating with the pod people.
You too.
Oh, evening.
Evening? I think the light's broken. It's been stuck on red all night.
So it is. I'll have it fixed in no time.
Sounds good.
Hey, I'm sorry, wait a second. Do I, by chance, know you? You look strangely familiar.
I get that a lot. I think that's just what happens when you come from a small town.
Maybe so.
Sorry to be out working so late.
It's quite alright, actually. It's a beautiful night. The kind of night where you can just take a minute and take in everything this town has to offer. This life has to offer. You know what I mean?
I think I do.
Well, take care. Have a good night.
You too.
Okay. Now to see if we can get you fixed or if we're stuck on red forever. And yellow. Slow down. Take everything in. Don't mind if I do.
Ugh.
Would you look at that? Green light. Good sign, the start of a day.
Morning, Clarence.
Mom,
Morning, Tom.
you two are up pretty early.
It annoys Barb when we sit outside our shop all day.
So naturally, we've taken to getting here the moment she opens.
Oh, you two are terrible.
So, Tom, what are you up to on this fine morning?
Barb needs her produce sprayers fixed. Some happened to them, and well, now all they do is just drip.
Barb's adrift.
Wait a second. Is that what you two do out here all day? Just sit in the exact same spot and make comments about everyone in town?
Basically.
Carry on then.
Wait, Tom. While you're fixing her produce sprayers, if the opportunity presents itself, give Barb a little surprise shower, courtesy of her good friends Clarence and Maud.
You know, I'll see what I can do.
You know Tom would never do something like that, right?
I know, but a man can dream, can't he?
Where is everyone?
I'm right here.
I mean, everyone else.
Well, what am I? Chop the liver?
I mean, the rest of the parade, the crowds, the families, the marching band at least. Shouldn't they all have been here by now?
Wait a minute. Are you the green bean queen?
I sure am.
So that must mean you're here for the annual Main Street Harvest Festival Day Parade, then?
Yes, I am. I was told to meet here under the stoplight.
Yeah, that's next week.
No, it's not. It's today.
I'm afraid Clarence is right. It's not until the 19th.
But today's the 19th.
Afraid not.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I got all dressed up for nothing.
Feet soon.
Well, this is just great.
So, where are we supposed to line up?
You know, if you're here for the parade, then you're out of luck.
But you're here.
Yes. Well, someone is going to pay for this mistake after all. I'm the Green Bean Queen and I will not be humiliated like this.
Then don't be.
Of course I'm humiliated. And you know what? You should be too. Here we are in the middle of the street, me and this stupid clown, and you in that ridiculous getup.
I'm the drum major.
That means nothing to me.
You know the drum major?
So nothing.
How about this?
Okay, I mean, I guess you're in the band, but you don't even have an instrument.
I don't need one.
Let me get this straight. If you're the drum major, shouldn't you have like drums or something?
Nope. I'm the big cheese, the head honcho, the grand poobah.
Okay.
I'm in charge of the entire band. I'm like the king of the band. Kind of like how you're the queen of green beans.
I'm not the queen of green beans.
Then what are you the queen of?
Oh, come on! Everybody knows about the Green Bean Queen!
Oh, sorry. I've been busy at band practice.
I'm the queen of the entire Harvest Festival parade.
Oh, I get it. If you're the queen of the Harvest Festival, that must mean you harvest the most green beans, right?
I didn't harvest any green beans. Are you crazy? Do you know what that would have done to my hands?
Then what did you do to become the green bean queen then?
I won a contest.
What kind of contest?
You know, the usual question and answer, formal and talent.
So what do you get to do as green bean queen?
I get to ride on the float in the Harvest Festival parade.
And then what?
What do you mean?
What do you do after the parade? I assume your reign as green bean queen extends to next year's Harvest Festival.
Well, yeah. That's how it's always been.
So what will you do with your newly won title once the parade's over?
I don't know. I mean, none of the other queens really did anything after their reign was done.
You could be the first one that does.
But what would I even do?
I like to think that when you're given a leadership role, you should do a little good in the world.
Well, in that case, what are you gonna do now that you're the drum major?
As a drum major, I've seen the kids lining the parade route, enjoying the music, and wishing their instrument of their own. So now I'm working on a community project that brings together kids with members of the band to learn how to play an instrument of their choice.
Well, I have to give it to you, drum major. It's a pretty great idea.
It's really easy to help others when you share something you're passionate about. Is there something you really like to do?
Well, I love to read.
What kind of books do you like?
I love all kinds. Historical fiction, science fiction, and my all-time favorite, romance.
Me too!
You love a good romance novel, eh, Clarence?
What can I say, Maud? I'm in love with love. You know what? My eyes are getting bad and I can't read much anymore. You think sometime you might want to come read to me?
I would love to.
I know a bunch of senior citizens who would love it if a young lady, such as yourself, went and read to them.
I guess I can get some of the other girls from the contest to help.
That's a great idea.
It looks like the Green Bean Queen knows what she's going to do after the parade is over.
The parade! I forgot all about it. Oh well, I guess I'll just get dressed up again next weekend. No big deal.
It looks like you're not feeling embarrassed about showing up on Lauren Day anymore.
Embarrassed? Me? Why should I be embarrassed? I'm the Green Bean Queen after all. And for once, that title might mean something more than riding on a float in the parade.
And harvesting green beans.
It never had anything to do with harvesting green beans.
I knew that.
Well, I mean, I guess if you're not busy, would you like to come help me with my senior reading initiative?
Sure, just lead the way.
Well, I thought you were the drum major. Shouldn't you be leading the way?
Okay, let's go.
So, Clarence, what kind of romance novels do you like?
That one was pretty good.
Those two aren't in love.
Not yet, anyways.
This is a whole new side I've never seen of you, Clarence, and I'm not sure I like it.
I'm a lot like an onion. Peel back my layers, and you'll find surprises hidden under there.
Clarence, don't you ever ask me to kill you again! Oh, hi there, Tom. You get those produce sprayers fixed?
Yeah, I sure did.
And did you find a way to give Barb a little surprise shower?
Now, Clarence, Maud, why would I ever do something like that to poor old Barb?
I had to ask.
Come on, Emma. Let's see if Miss Barb has some of those plums you love. Maybe we'll just come back another time.
Don't you two have anything better to do than sit around all day bothering everyone?
Barb, please control yourself. And don't be such a wet blanket. Same time tomorrow, Clarence?
Same place, Maud.
Dinner was nice.
Yeah, but Polly sure knows how to make a good burger.
Sorry if it wasn't anything fancier for date night.
That's all right. I didn't want to leave the kids for too long anyway.
I figured.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. I shouldn't have said anything.
Well, you did. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
This feels like a trap.
Why would I be setting you up for a trap, Jim? I'm your wife.
Exactly.
This is about the thing from the other night, isn't it?
The thing?
Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about.
Yep. Definitely a trap.
You knew I didn't want that thing in our house.
I just don't see what the big deal is.
Of course you don't.
What's that supposed to mean?
You don't see anything that isn't right under your nose.
And how do you figure that?
I figure that every time I trip over the shoes that you didn't see lying on our bedroom floor.
Are you serious right now?
Facts are facts.
Yeah, well, we wouldn't even be arguing about the thing if you weren't such a control freak.
I can't believe you just said that.
Well, I only meant that you like things a certain type of way.
Oh.
And like, usually your way is like the best way.
Usually?
I only mean that maybe you could be a little more flexible when it comes to the thing.
I'm gonna need a minute.
Sally, don't you think you're overreacting just a little? Or maybe not.
You know I love your mother, right?
No good comes from a conversation that starts like that. Let's just forget about all this and go home.
No, we need to make a decision about the thing.
Very well.
I love your mother, but we can't keep that thing. It's horrifying.
It's not that bad.
It's the stuff of nightmares, Jim. The face looks like a demented orangutan, and the body is like SpongeBob and Big Bird had a baby. But the worst part has to be the wings.
There's even wings?
What else would they be?
Good point.
We can't keep it, Jim.
But she designed it herself.
I know, and I was meaning to talk to you about getting her someone to talk to. You know, about these demons.
But she built it with her own 2 hands.
That doesn't mean we can't get rid of it. Trash day is tomorrow. Or you know what? Maybe we should bury it. Very, very deep. In hollowed ground.
Might need to burn some sage to get rid of that negative juju.
Now we're talking.
But what are we gonna do when she comes over? You know she's gonna look to see if we've displayed it.
We'll tell her it's out being cleaned.
Can you clean something like that? It's made out of coffee grounds and birdseed.
Maybe we can tell her that a local art gallery is considering it for an upcoming show. Yeah, I wouldn't believe that one either. Well, then there's just one solution.
What is it?
We just never invite your mother over to our house ever again.
Nice try.
Well, I guess we can just display it when she comes over. But I want it put away the minute she leaves the house.
That's a good compromise.
I want it in the basement. Or no, the shed. Very, very far away. But we're gonna need some of that sage you were talking about.
Definitely. Well, this looks familiar.
The site of our first date.
That wasn't a date,
Yes, it was.
but we were arguing the whole time.
We argued tonight, and tonight was supposed to be a date.
Good point. So, should we call it a truce?
How do we do that?
How about a dance?
Sure. So, does this mean we can't tease each other anymore?
I didn't say that.
Good. Because seriously, you are still a horrible dancer.
And I suppose a brainiac like you could teach me a thing or two about dancing.
You know it. I think we're gonna need some more date nights for dance lessons.
You know what I think?
What?
I think you're desperately in love with me.
Of course you do. Are you seeing this?
What? The new restaurant?
Uh-huh.
Of course I have. It's great, isn't it?
Are you serious?
Of course I am. A new restaurant's great for this town. I mean, honestly, we haven't had a new restaurant show up in
23 years.
You can't move that number very quick.
That's how long I've been on town council. I can't believe I got outvoted again.
What's wrong with having a new restaurant?
We don't need a new restaurant. We have Polly's.
Polly's is great, Barb. Everyone loves Polly's. But we can still love what we have and open our hearts to something new.
Flash doesn't want us to open our hearts. She wants us to open our wallets.
Well, you know what? Given how many people are going in there, I'm gonna give that new restaurant a try. I gotta hurry though. A lot of people are going in.
If Polly sees you over there, she'll have your head. Traitor!
Oh, morning, Polly. Some new specials on the menu today.
Tom, I've got to do something. Flash keeps stealing all of my business.
I understand the concern, but I honestly wouldn't worry about it. There's plenty of hungry folks in this town.
Yeah, well, you know how people flock to whatever's new and shiny and exciting.
That's true, but people also come back and return to what they know and love.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Hey there, neighbor. Well, hello there. You must be the incomparable Polly with the best burgers and malts in town. You heard right. I'm Flash. Whoa, you can't cross. The stoplight's about to change. But there aren't even any cars on the road. Better stay on your side of the road, just in case. Okay. So I know we got competing restaurants and all, but I really hope we can be friends. Why? So you can steal all my recipes? Why would I do something like that? I'm sure your burgers are great. But I have a burger of my own that I'm pretty proud of. Oh, really? What's on it? It starts with a patty made from 100% Kobe beef. I don't see what's so great about Kobe beef. Ground chuck has always been fine to me. It is placed on a brioche bun spread with scratch-made aioli. Oh, it's mayonnaise, for goodness sake. Why do all you fancy new chefs have to call it aioli? Fine. The bun is spread with mayonnaise. That's better. Then, on top of that, I put pea sprouts, artichoke hearts, heirloom tomatoes, crispy pancetta. Artichoke hearts? Crispy pancetta? Is this even a burger anymore? And to top it all off, the pièce de résistance. A farm-raised, sunny-side up egg. That's so funny. An egg on a burger? You're kidding me, right? I'm not kidding anything. Eggs belong on a breakfast plate, not on a burger. I disagree. There's nothing like a warm, runny egg yolk dripping down the side of a juicy burger to satisfy a hungry appetite.
Yummo! That does sound good.
You can't be serious.
I imagine it's kind of a warm, buttery sauce for the burger.
Exactly. Good man. He He gets it.
See, I get it.
Don't look at me. I've got a Polly's burger right here. I don't get why you new chefs always have to change everything. I mean, the classic burger was fine just the way it is. Sometimes change is good. I disagree. Why don't we have a taste test? These two customers seem to be connoisseurs of creative cuisine. They could try each of our burgers and let us know what they think. I already have a Polly's burger right here. And here's one of mine.
I was gonna eat that!
Well, here goes nothing.
Prepare to be destroyed. These two are loyal customers for many years. They will never choose your burger over mine. We'll see about that. Try Polly's burger first.
Classic.
Juicy and flavorful.
Yummo!
That's what I thought. Now try her burger, if you can even call it that.
Buttery.
Surprising, yet satisfying.
Yummo!
That's what I thought. So whose burger is better? I honestly couldn't decide. They're both different, but great in their own ways. Well, that's no help.
I like them both.
Well, may I? Sure. This burger tastes great, Polly. I can see why the whole town likes it. Let me try that. Not bad. I'm glad you like it. I never said I liked it, but I would like to know what you put in this aioli. You mean mayonnaise? Whatever. It's delicious. Well, let's head over to my kitchen. I will whip up a batch. Can I finish this on the way? As long as I can finish mine.
I wonder which restaurant has the best French fries.
I don't know about you, but I have stayed out of that one. Now give me back my burger, you fiend! You two are still out here.
Where else would we be, Barb?
One would hope at home for a change.
Not until the business day is done, Barb.
Well-
you should know this by now.
The day is done. It's time to go.
You heard the woman, Maud.
Sure did, Clarence. See you tomorrow, Barb.
See you tomorrow, guys.
Yes! I've done it! She's finally done it!
She stopped the stoplight.
Bar 1, stoplight 0. You thought you had me there for a minute, didn't you, stoplight? All those times you blinked red at me or messed with me. Not so funny now, are ya?
You alright there, Barb?
Yup. Couldn't be better. Could not be better.
Why is that?
Because I finally put an end to that stupid little stoplight. And all it took was one little rock.
Is that so?
Yup, I just swung back like so, let loose. The thing was a goner.
You do realize that's destructing the public property, don't you, Barb?
What's that now? Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Sure is. Class 4 misdemeanor set forth by our very own town council.
Yeah, well,
You should know better than anyone, Barb, considering you're on the town council.
the stoplight had it coming.
Well, I should direct traffic until Tom can come to fix that stoplight.
What traffic? There hasn't been any traffic around here ever since they installed that stoplight.
My thoughts exactly.
Well, if it's all the same to you, I'll just stand here just in case.
Has the 7:30 bus out of town come through yet?
Not yet.
Oh, good.
Do you have everything?
My roommate has everything in the dorm room, and we already got everything else set up, except for what's in here. I'm ready for college, Mom.
I can't believe this day is finally here.
Me either.
It's okay, Sally. Emma's only going off to college. She can always come home during the weekends.
You will, won't you? You'll come home on weekends?
Of course I will, Mom. I have laundry after all.
I don't think I've ever been so happy to do your laundry.
Casey, the road's clear, you can cross.
I will, just give me a minute.
She'll cross when she's ready.
That's right, and I'm almost ready, I promise.
Has the 7:30 bus out of town come through yet?
Not yet.
Oh, good.
You leaving town?
Yes, I am.
What are you leaving for? Finally running away from this small town life?
I'm not running away from this town. I'm running towards something.
I kind of like the sound of that. Kind of makes me feel better about leaving.
Me too.
Well, that's about as good as any reason I've heard.
Thank you.
What's everybody doing out here? Are we having a town meeting? And what happened to the stoplight?
Barb! Hey!
It's just a little destruction of public property.
It is out to get me!
And will continue to be because that's an easy fix.
It's all yours, Tom.
You know, you don't have to fix it. You can always take it down, throw it in the garbage.
Barb, I love your enthusiasm all these years, but nice try.
We don't even need the stupid thing. We literally have no traffic.
But we could have traffic, Barb. We could. And when you have something that's a symbol for greater things to come, I think we should keep it. Don't you?
Nope.
I think I'm ready now.
Well, Casey, I think you're gonna get yourselves a green light.
Time to go. I did it.
In your own time.
Well, there's the 7:30 bus out of town.
Time to go.
We'll miss you.
Good luck at school.
Good luck in the big city!
Thank you, Clarence.
Good luck in the big city.
I already said that.
So what? I can wish her well too.
Thank you both.
Well, Barb, the stoplight still stands.
It sure does.
You know, at this point, you're probably wondering why I love this thing so much.
No, not at all. But you're gonna tell me, aren't you?
Yeah. You know, I think it's the colors. From green to yellow, and then yellow to red. A lot of times we expect that change. Like, say, if we're driving on the street and we see a yellow light, we know red's right around the corner.
Hate that red light.
But sometimes the change comes so quickly, we almost miss it. Turning green and so quickly and telling us we have to go.
So quickly.
Like in the blink of an eye.
Barb, these colors watch over our little town. They know where we've been and they know where we're going. They make sure we stay safe. They tell our stories. Heck, they even know when the day starts and ends. Kind of like now.
Like now?
The day's done, Barb. It's time to go home.
So soon?
So soon indeed. Green, yellow, and red. Go, slow down, and stop.
You two are still out here.
Where else would we be?
One would hope at home for a change.
Not until business day is done, Barb. You should know this by now.
Well, the day it's done, it's time to get out of here.
You heard the woman, Clara. See you tomorrow, Barb.
See you.
See you tomorrow, guys. Stupid stoplight!
She's finally done it.
She stopped the stoplight.
Yes! I've done it! Barb 1, stoplight 0. You thought you had me there for a minute, didn't you, stoplight? All those times you blinked red at me, all those times you messed with me, not so funny now, are ya?
You all right there, Barb?
Yup! Couldn't be better. Could not be better.
Why is that?
I finally put an end to the stupid little stoplight, and all it took was one little rock.
Is that so?
Yup. I swung back like so, let loose. It was a goner.
You do realize that's a structure of public property, don't you, Barb?
What's that now? You got to be kidding me.
Sure is. Class 4 misdemeanor set forth by our very own town council. You should know better than anyone, Barb, considering you're on the town council.
Yeah, well, the stoplight had it coming.
Looks like it's stoplight 1, Barb, a 0.
Again.
I guess I should do the traffic until time can come to fix that stoplight.
What traffic? There hasn't been any traffic ever we installed that stoplight.
My thoughts exactly!
Well, if it's all the same to you, I'll just stand here just in case.
Has the 7:30 bus out of town come through yet?
Not yet.
Oh, good.
Do you have everything?
Yeah, my roommate has everything in the dorm room, and we already got everything else set up, except for what's in here. I'm ready for college, Mom.
I can't believe this day is finally here.
Me either.
It's okay, Sally. Emma's only going off to college. She can always come back home on the weekend.
You will, won't you? You'll come home on the weekends?
Of course I will, Mom. I have laundry, after all.
I don't think I've ever been so happy to do your laundry.
Daisy, the road is clear, you can cross.
I won't, just give me a minute.
She'll cross when she's ready.
That's right, and I'm almost ready, I promise.
Has the 7:30 bus out of town come through yet?
Not yet.
Oh, good.
You leaving town?
Yes, I am.
You finally running away from this small town life?
I'm not running away from this town. I'm running towards something.
I kind of like the sound of that. Makes me feel better about going.
Me too.
I wonder where Tom is. He usually comes around at this time.
Yeah, it's like he's got a sixth sense for that light.
But were you guys talking about me? I mean, why is everyone out here? I mean, honestly, ew. What happened to the stoplight?
Barb happened!
Hey!
It was just a little destruction of public property.
It is out to get me!
And will continue to be because that is an easy fix.
It's all yours, Tom.
You know, you don't have to fix it. You can take it out, throw it in the garbage.
You know, Barb, I've always loved your enthusiasm for your mission, but honestly, that was a nice try.
We don't even need this stupid thing. We literally have no traffic.
But we could have traffic, Barb. We could. And when you have something that's a symbol for greater things to come, I think we should keep it. Don't you?
No.
I think I'm ready now.
Well, Casey, in 1 second. Wow! Got yourself a green light.
Time to go.
I did it.
In your own time.
Well, there's the 7:30 bus out of town.
Time to go.
We'll miss
Good
you.
luck in the big city.
Thank you.
Good luck in the big city.
Thank you.
I already
both.
said that.
So what? I can say it too.
Well, Barb, the stoplight still stands.
It sure does.
You know, at this point, you're probably wondering why I like it so much.
No, not at all. But you're gonna tell me, aren't you?
Yeah. You know, honestly, I think it is the colors. From green to yellow and yellow to red, sometimes we expect that change. Like, if we're driving down the street and we see yellow, that means red is right around the corner.
I hate that red light.
But sometimes the change comes so quickly we almost miss it. If we're not paying attention or we're completely distracted, we miss the signal telling us it's green and that we have to go.
So quickly.
Like in the blink of an eye.
Barb, these colors watch over our little town. They know our stories. They know where we've been and where we're going. Heck, they even know when the day starts and the day ends. Kind of like now.
Like now?
The day is done, Barb. It's time to go home.
So soon?
So soon indeed. Green, yellow, and red. Go, slow down, and stop.